right now.
There's the crazy one earlier where Raven King got the double dip.
Dude,
that one
crazy.
was wild. Totally wild.
Oh, dude, I shot up out of my chair. I was like, wow.
Here we go.
But now we've got Ned versus Toad. I always love reading the quotes. Of course, Ned's is I hate Sephiroth. And Pokemon Trainer is still in the character list despite the fact that he has definitely said that I don't want to. I mean, he barely wants to play Sephiroth this tournament anymore.
Yeah, he only did it one time and lost. So.
Yeah.
Us Ned
which is a bummer for
fans,
me.
going back to Smash 4, are eating well today. So getting yet another. Ned was talking about this earlier when he came onto the mic post-interview, that he thought it was very much a Cloud bracket, and that's continued into the final bracket here, where definitely going to love having that big Buster Sword to deal with Peach to try to stave off those big damage approaches.
It's such a bummer we don't get to see the Sephiroth right now, because Peach is actually one of Sephiroth's relevant matchups, you know? But
I feel like this matchup is just tried and true. I've seen this matchup play out so many times.
I mean, they're both good. Big Sword versus the Tiny Princess is always a good time.
But very interestingly, Ned and Toad have only played one time.
Really?
And Ned won. And the last time they played, by the way, one time, 4 years ago.
I was going to say, it's going to be a long time.
It's been 3.5 years.
You got to remember that Toad didn't really come on to like top player status until like the last couple years in Chicago. He was like a lower mid-level player for multiple years, and then it wasn't a couple years until into Ultimate that he really came on. And that by that time, Ned was already gone out of the scene.
Powered up during COVID or something.
We were talking about how Toad is just such a studious player that, I mean, I would probably give Toad like, you know, a most improved award in some situations here.
For
so
sure.
I am interested to see how this like long time they haven't met up, what's it going to look like?
It's for sure been ages. And Ned hasn't really been very active. The only tournaments he's really been to are Replay, and that's about it.
Riptide.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, besides major, I mean locals, you know.
Yeah.
Like, there was a streak where he came to like 12 replays in a row and won every one.
Just decided
to
get the money.
Yeah, there were like 2 that we had that were basically mini majors in Chicago. That, like, you know, the Grams was a Tad and Ned game 10. It was pretty crazy. But that's not what's happening right now. We got Toad and Ned on the screen. And Ned just kind of running away with this. I mean, Cloud Big Sword is able to contest so much, and Ned's so strong with these parries. And his shield pressure is so strong as well. Obviously, it helps that, it helps that back air is minus -8, so.
Yeah, I mean,
minus -8.
Got it.
That's so positive 8?
I learned math.
Back air is very strong.
Yeah, I mean, even there you saw he did back air on shield, then just ran away to expect the float back air from Toad and punish it with a dash tag.
Well, the thing is, like, no matter what, when you're in shield at ledge against Cloud threatening with back air, like, you know he's going to swing back air, but, like, the pattern that at which he can swing it, look, see, delayed back air, then rising.
It's not about what he does the first time. It's what he does after the first back air. Is it F tilt? Is it rising back air? Is it reset back air? Is it move in and wait for you to roll? Like,
it could be rising back air, falling nair. You know,
dash back, he could not even do anything.
He could just do nothing. He could grab. You know?
Yeah, the set play of Cloud is just so reminiscent of other fighting games that it's not surprising to me that Ned was practicing Tekken before this tournament.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I also think it's worth mentioning too, just like, it feels like Ned is also just the kryptonite to how Toad wants to play, where Ned is very in-your-face movement-based. He's crossing up your shield in a lot of different ways with a very large, safe sword, where Toad wants to be in there scrapping with you to get those combo starters.
And it's really
Ned's
hard
not
to find
going to give him the opportunities to do that. If Ned's acting first, he's winning.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, he talked to us about how he just wanted to play a faster character. He did not feel good playing Sephiroth against Angelo, and he's like, I just need to play a faster character for the rest of the tournament. And just like you mentioned, the speed is what he is utilizing most in these matchups, and the limit climb hazard, punish out of shield, is going to win the first game for Ned.
Just looks so dominant. I mean, he looks like he's played this matchup a lot.
This is a bad matchup for Peach, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, bad matchup.
Yeah, but I mean, just knowing exactly, like, playing the pressure so perfectly. Like, Peach is a difficult character to work against. Even if it is a good matchup for you, it's like, you have to deal with flow, you have to deal with the ambiguous movement from the character and the good out-of-shield options. But being able to play around that super well and comfortably is tough.
Cloud spamming back air at those different ranges that we were talking about earlier, like, beats Peach's entire kit, you know?
Yeah.
And Ned's not someone that's super inclined usually to just do the back air.
Yeah.
He wants to kind of move around your shield, maybe go through some falling up airs here and there. But he has shown he's absolutely willing to do that.
Is he inclined to win? Then yeah.
He's inclined to win
then
right now.
He will. Back air, he will. Cross slash so strong as well. Just that timing mix up on shield as well is like so strong. Just having that multi hit, and you have the option to drop it or continue it, just poses other questions that Toad has to answer.
And really, what is the win condition here, right? Because obviously, one of the big ones is edge guarding. Like, if there's any character that's susceptible to getting turnip edge guarded, it's Cloud.
Yep.
So how do you start that? And especially, how do you start that on PS2?
Ooh, so good.
Just like that.
I know how you end it.
Just like that.
The way, honestly, that Ned can play around being edge guarded as well is by considering limit of resource, you know? And every time you approach high percent, just try when you're near the ledge to always have limit on deck.
They can also find the answer, too, in an interview from Ned earlier as well, where he's talking about he tends to jump more than he necessarily should with Cloud in this game, where there's a lot of jump-ins that Toad is taking full advantage of this game, too. He's going for a lot of preemptive anti-airs before those landing back airs, before those landing fairs can come into play, and he has himself a decently healthy lead here in this game, too.
Tacked on a little extra damage there before trading it out for the lost stock.
Ned glowing blue right now for another few seconds. Oh, barely not getting that out.
Blue balled again.
Toad is definitely going for a lot of parries here, as we see right there. And Ned caught on to that as well. A little bit delaying your back air can absolutely net some damage. Here we go with the cross slash, 23.4%, 24.9.
It's so dangerous because, like you were talking about, Cloud really just kind of nullifies a lot of what Peach wants to do, being able to just float around the front of your shield and threaten back air. Guess what you can't do? That, because Climb Hazard.
And it's at this point in the set as well that, especially when Ned starts, wow, sour back air, or down air rather. But it's at this point in the set when, you know, Game 2 is almost elapsed or we're reaching the halfway point when Ned can start mixing in some of these grabs. It's become so strong against with these sword characters because you kind of condition people to start shielding so much, and then that's when grab becomes so powerful, because then it's like, wait, I can't actually shield, and even if I do, this back air is
nice
Look
back
at these
air
back airs, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
wow, I can't believe that grab.
Ned does also play Roy, so that makes sense.
That tracks.
Yeah, that checks out.
Deep.
Are we going to live this?
Yeah. Tried not to. I'm surprised we didn't see a turnip grab and try to retoss down. The angle that he had to recover from was just very obvious.
Yeah.
This stock is so huge right here.
Oh, yeah,
Whoever
for
takes this
sure.
first, both these characters have the capacity to tack on a lot of extra damage. But they both refuse to die.
Yeah, Toad trying to look for this hit. Avoids that back air with
This is
gets
so
a forward of his
crazy.
own, but it's still not killing. But
Man,
that nair is going to catch
The
the jump
only
from
reason
ledge.
that down air didn't hit before is because of that buff that Cloud got somewhere in the middle of the game's lifespan, where it buffed his recoveries snapping.
Oh, yeah.
Gives him a larger window.
That's
to
one
use
of the
Dot eyes, by
hugest.
the way. That is
That's
dot eyes.
one of the hugest. Oh, he just get rid of that.
You don't want to.
Damn.
You know what's longer than Dot Eyes? Cloud Sword.
Yeah,
that
the
is
Buster
true.
Sword.
I think there's also a lot to be said about understanding if your opponent is better with items than you are.
Yeah,
So
that's
that
true.
way you're taking it out of their hands because it's not going to help you. So if you
That's
see that, immediately even things up. We're on to the last stock. And now you have limit in hand.
Oh,
Let me
I
get
thought we
follow-
were going to get a finishing touch combo.
Oh, man, yeah. He does have this limit. See if he can do something
What are we
with
hunting
it.
for?
Probably just going to be a limit blade beam here, yeah.
Yeah, just like
Oh,
I said.
shield
so
pressure.
Low.
But now, cross slash is free. You can't shield that anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, the shield is back.
French fry.
And Ned's
Yeah.
someone that's much more willing to just hold on to limit, and if he doesn't get to use it in necessarily like the greatest capacity, that's fine as long as he stays on stage.
Take those stat buffs. Use them, you know?
Yeah.
Dance,
Even though
dance
in Smash
around.
4 for holding it for pretty much the whole stock would be good.
Yeah. Ooh, good parry, but wasn't able to
Sure.
punish that side B.
I think all the best Clouds in Smash 4 did that, right?
Yeah,
Oh, I was
very,
expecting
very
side
much
B.
would stand with the limit and back air the whole game.
Wow, you can just retreat so far with the limit climb hazard.
It's so good. But I spent that limit. That limit was great
Grab.
at that high percent, but now no limits. That back air is obviously
All
going
right,
to be
place
his
your
most
bets.
desired option.
Is it going to be back air or dash attack?
I'm feeling dash
To take
attack
the
in
stock.
I'm going forward air. I'm feeling frisky.
That's
I'm gonna
spicy.
Yeah, I'm feeling
Yeah.
spicy. Oh.
Oh. I think it's dash attack. I can
Yeah,
feel
it's
it.
gonna be dash attack.
What if it isn't?
It's turnip!
That would have been crazy.
Huge Uno reverse card.
Yo, imagine.
Okay. off stage. We're going to get a ledge trap here. Chooses not to go off stage with that limit cross slash. Instead, is just going to use the movement to the advantage until you can find something guaranteed. Just like that, a limit climb hazard catches the neutral get up, and Ned goes up 2 games.
Super nice.
Reminiscent of game 1 where he ended it with that limit climb hazard as well. You can just see how willing Ned is to just swat until he gets what he wants.
And that kind of game plan can be infuriating to play against, but boy, does he look cool while he's doing it, man.
Tell me that PS2 is not the right stage here, right? Like,
it's not.
It doesn't feel right.
No, it's not.
You're already having trouble suffocating Cloud, which is what you need to be able to do to find your openings and start more scramble situations in close quarters. And you're giving Cloud all the space in the world to run away.
Yeah.
And it just feels like so difficult for Toad to approach, and it's so much harder with this long runway. I don't know.
And especially
if Smashville was unbanned, because I know Ned loves Smashville, so I don't see why he would have. I don't know why he would have banned it, but if he did, then that would be why.
Especially because like
giving him so much space. You know?
Yeah, giving him so much space, and as Peach, like one hit from either side of the stage on the smaller stage will get your opponent off stage, like every single time. And to do that against Cloud is like
Hacha!
Hacha!
We found the burst option that works.
Yeah, this
boys.
is what we needed. Hachas over and over and over.
Yeah, and
the other
part about this is that it's so hard to get Cloud above you because he can keep retreating to the side. Like, you can't influence his DI at all because he just can always retreat. And Peach will thrive in this matchup if Peach can be below Cloud. There's not a time where Toad has been below Ned this entire set.
This just is kind of brutal. I mean, Toad is making it work right now. Ooh, no jump.
Okay, well,
that's the buff right there.
That's an interesting choice.
The lack of edge guard issue has been very evident throughout this set. I think there's been maybe one turn of edge guard.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Ned's been making it back pretty much unscathed whenever he's off stage.
Well, I think Toad also hasn't gone off stage.
Is it confident going for the edge guards, like going for those float cancels off stage?
Right.
Well, I mean, what's respecting Cloud's recovery too much.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. What's the threat? Because if Ned continues to recover low like we've seen, then it's 50-50 on whether or not Ned chooses to snap ledge with a far climb hazard or go under with a close climb hazard, and then you just get to choose the angle to down throw turnip. I don't know. It feels like you just keep going for that 50-50 until it works, but it seems like instead Toad is opting for stage positioning, and it's just giving it up too soon.
That was something also, too, against Raven King that was happening a lot, where Raven King would, yes, he had to do with the turnips on the way back, but he was getting out of the corner pretty much without issue, and I felt like Toad was maybe like a little too confident in his ledge trapping.
The parries.
But we are seeing while we've been saying this, it is dead even right now. Right. Toad trying to begin the beginning motions of trying to make this reverse 3-0. But this limit is going to be on stage right now. But good damage from Toad coming out there.
So much damage.
But that limit was just allowed Cloud to float all the way back to the center of the stage.
Yep. Not even having to burn it for that recovery.
No. Okay, a little bit more patient gameplay. And the thought
no,
is that
you will hold this cross
Dude,
slash.
that's so funny.
No, you will get hit by this.
Now imagine if that was a smaller stage, and instead of Ned just falling out of the combo, he's off stage.
Yeah.
And not just ignoring the high up B too. It feels like Toad's just really
you will get hit by this.
Did
you know that cross slash has more range on the left?
Yeah,
left cloud's better.
Why? Why is it so? This is the second thing I've heard in like a week that it's left versus right is not symmetrical in this game.
Because
it's the
kanji.
same writing. It's the same writing.
It's kanji, so it angles down to the left.
Yeah, well, I get it for that.
That's really why.
Because on the right, it still angles to the left.
Cool,
so
that's kind of cool.
Why do good things happen to bad people? Put that video out. If
Got
him. Watch that on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think it's just wide.
No, you're gonna get hit by this cross slash, bro.
Yeah, dude, he loves this move.
Ooh, this is brutal right now.
Why do good cross slashes happen to bad people?
Well, it's crazy. That move does 24% every time you get hit by it. That's 50% right there.
24%, and keep in mind the percent in mental damage. Because that move, getting hit by that move,
any multi-hit in this
fun.
game, any multi-hit getting hit by is obnoxious.
Ned wants to close this out. Limit cross slash. Yep, of course, going to come out right there, but shielded nicely by landing on the platform. Toad's dancing around, but can't quite find the opening off stage. Ned's going to have a ledge trap situation, but actually does not punish the Peach Bomber. Gets a free opening, and Toad's got Ned off stage now.
His shield pressure is huge.
Why?
Fantastic air dodge. Fantastic.
The Peach Bomber is deceptively lagless on shield, too.
Oh, yeah.
And
And now we are seeing the limit come back again. We may see yet another limit climb hazard come out here. Finish the stock at the ledge once again.
Ooh,
but no, it will be the upper
Okay.
that does take it for a clean 3-0 from Ned to advance to top 8.
Incredible.
Very solid.
Toad's on-stage gameplay against Ned was like about as good as you could hope for on PS2. I just have an issue with the selection of PS2 constantly and with the edge carding. But I think Toad had really good adaptations on stage to even make it that close in the third game.
Yeah, I think I have a little diagram here actually to summarize most of the matchup. I think it was just kind of like this.
Peach with the crying.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, it's the sword.
Oh, the sword's covering the whole stage.
Oh, I thought it
that's
was
his sword.
Smashville.
I did too.
No,
That's so
that's his
funny.
sword.
That's
Yeah,
so funny.
That's his sword.
That's really good. That's your best one.
They just have like the
Thank you, thank
turn
you.
up in the ground, like not really doing anything.
Oh, actually-
Oh, these are the PS2 platforms?
Yeah, these are the PS2
Oh my
platforms.
That's
God.
funny as hell.
Yeah, this time I actually got, this time the person I drew actually won, so that helped.
Don't forget Cloud Hurtbox shifting the whole time.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's all the way over there.
Just right Z-axis.
I think the artistic interpretation I like the most, if you notice I didn't give him a face because Cloud is a faceless creature, back airing nothing.
Yeah.
No emotion in this man.
I think I have to give up the whiteboard as my shtick. I think it's yours now.
Dude, I love. Did you give me this thing, dude? Dude, this is great for my ADHD, man. I'm just
right?
writing on this thing.
It's basically
Oh,
a fidget toy with productive
That's
intentions.
what I'm saying.
I like
just have
the-
the top corner,
Yami
just how many
Yugi
times
too.
nice back air, so which I probably missed a couple.
Ooh, that's
like,
that's more
later
than I'd
on,
like to see
but-
on there.
There was I listed a double when there was a nice back air that was set for a back air that didn't even hit. That was unbelievable, man.